They broke it again. Come on, there we go. Okay, here we go. We are live, live, live. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Real Estate Speed School. None other than Miss Angie Cole joining us today. So we're excited. Right here in North Carolina, coming all the way from Raleigh, right?
That's correct.
That's it. That's it. So grab your notes, grab your comments, be ready to put some things down there. She's going to share some really good stuff, digging into all things, well, really all things building a real estate team. So we are going to dive in and go as deep as we possibly can in this lovely internet world. So we'll be with you 1 second. Okay, Miss Angie. So we kind of get a little outline we talked about before, and really, I think that these are the biggest topics that I'm hearing, definitely in the real estate world. Um, I know you've spoke on them many, many times, and we could probably go, well, 2, 3 weeks on this, but we'll get as granular as we can. But I think the best way to start off any team is really digging in, and you got to get the culture right. So
Yeah.
what walk us through a Cole Realty culture. How did that start? How did you build it, and how do you keep it going? That's another thing.
Yeah, great question. So I think it's all about, who you bring on the team. So the one thing we always talk about is, it doesn't matter how many homes you sell or, how amazing you can be, maybe in the administrative department. If you don't fit within our culture and within our team, then will not be a good fit. So
Right.
culture for us is, having the same mindset.
Hmm.
Um, Similar personalities, not that we have a diverse team, but feeling very confident that who we bring onto the team will fit within with others.
Yeah.
It's very important to us. But really, I would say the biggest thing is the mindset, the motivation. Always thinking about how can we as a team drive this business forward. Those are the people that we want within the company. So the first thing, of course, is being aware of who we're bringing on the team.
Hmm.
And then it's keeping the team as a whole active and creating almost like a family environment. I feel like we do an amazing job of doing that, just by being consistent with our team events. So we always
Yeah.
make sure we're doing like quarterly events, where we go out and we do something fun together as a team. Let's cut loose. Let's not think about real estate today, and let's have fun as a team and as a family. And then
Yes.
keeping culture high is also making sure that we are consistently positive within any group chat. So, for example, within our Slack group chat, it never goes negative with a conversation. It's
Right.
how can I help you? What could we do better as a team? The team is wonderful about collaborating, answering questions for each other, and just helping. And so the helping part goes a long way to keep that culture high.
It does for sure. Yeah. You definitely don't want your Slack channel turning into the Slap channel. That is 100% for sure. So really, you're not cloning people, but you're looking for this commonality of mindset. You're looking for people that want to raise the bar.
Yeah, and they
No
want to be
question.
here, right? I always tell everyone, we are actually very lenient when it comes to, how, do you need to be here in the office? No, I don't care where you work, how you, conduct your
Hmm.
business, as long as you are meeting your goals and the team goals. So, there's that piece of accountability that you have to have your own personal accountability as
Right.
well. But it's just, those people that want to be here every day, they're excited to be part of the team. That's who we want. And, the big thing with culture too is nip it in the butt when someone
Hmm.
has become toxic or is
Yeah.
not fitting in with, our culture and our overall vision. And sometimes those can be hard changes, but, we've, very quickly seen that if you don't make those changes quick, it then is affecting the whole entire team.
That's
Um,
right.
so also being okay with letting go of those people, whether they're producing or not. We've let go of one of our biggest producers before because they were all about me, instead of about the team.
Yeah, for sure. And when you get that culture right, the cool thing, being the leader, actually the team takes care of it for you.
Yeah,
You
so true.
know,
So true.
Because they that's why they stay. They love that environment, and they don't want to. You don't want an outside. You don't want an outside opinion ruining what you're attracted to, right? Or the me's or whatever. So, well, cool. All right. Well, with that, of course, when we talk about recruiting top talent, sometimes there's this little thing that comes along with it called ego,
Uh-huh.
right? And hey, we all have them for
Sure.
sure. So I know you're obviously growing tremendously right now. So what are some key things that you're putting out in front of people? What maybe it's leverage, maybe it's leverage them so they can have a life.
Yeah.
Just talk a little bit about that.
Yeah. So, of course, we love bringing on brand new agents, right? They don't know anything different other than your team and your design and, what you
Mhm.
offer, and they're want to soak up anything and everything you present to them. But of course, we would love to attract top talent as well. And so, we really speak to the leverage piece, is what you mentioned. That's really huge within our company. It's not like how many leads, but how can we make your business more seamless? How can we give you more time back?
Right.
So having that amazing administrative department on the back end is allowing our agents to do even more and more business, but also have time at home, doing
Right.
what they want to do and with their family. So, we have ISAs, we have a listing manager, we have a closing department. And so that's something that I personally work on in the business, daily is, what can we streamline? How can we improve these systems? Because, the easier the process is overall, the more time an agent gets back to either invest that time into personal time or to do even more business. So recruiting top talent is, of course, providing leads that they can convert those opportunities, but it's creating an environment where they can excel.
Yeah.
They don't feel limited. We, have ways of growing a team within a team and building them up. But also that leverage piece is just massive.
It is. I mean, it's you create a life that it's fun,
Yeah.
right? That's it. It's all well and good to make a lot of money and do all those things, but if you do not have the time to enjoy it and what is the purpose behind what you're doing it, then that's not a marathon. People burn out. That's how they burn out. So yeah, the time leverage piece is huge, and I love new agents as well. Um, but I do like attracting top talent because when they get in a team environment that's clicking,
Yep.
they appreciate it.
They do. They do. You know,
Yes.
it's amazing to me how many private messages I'll get, maybe like on Facebook or whatnot. And it will be from top producers that are on other teams. And they will make a point to say, wow, like you love on your agents, you love on your team. And, to me, it's just something we naturally do. I don't even think through it really.
Hmm.
I'm starting to realize other teams don't do those things and they don't appreciate their team members. So it goes a long ways when, like you mentioned, when a top talent comes to your team and they're like, well, this is how it should be, right?
Yeah.
It helps, of course, with lowering that attrition rate and just really building up the team, and bringing in top talent's good too, to kind of, that friendly competitiveness is always a good
Sure.
thing. I think, in any sales, environment. So, it's going to push those that maybe aren't doing as much business to, wow, what are they doing? How can I be a little bit more like them and improve my business? What things are they doing differently that I should be implementing?
That's right. No, it is so true. It is so true. And you know, real estate is just I love it. It is fascinating though. It is the only business in the world that anybody would. I mean, think about this. You would never start a restaurant, and you would be the host, the waiter, the waitress, the busboy, the bartender, the cook, the expediter. But we
But
do it every day in real estate.
yep,
You
yep,
know, and I'm like, guys, there's you can leverage yourself so much better by jumping on a team that has that operational support. It's
yeah.
key.
And you're not great at everything. Could I personally do every part of the business or running the restaurant? Yes, but am I the best person for that job?
For
No.
sure.
So it's, finding a team where you find your spot where you really excel, and you're then, you're adding to the overall environment and this one big goal as a team.
Yeah, for sure. No, it's so true, and it makes a big difference. It allows people again, sell more or just have that quality of life. So we've built the right culture, we've recruited the right people. Now, how do we shut the back door?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, retention is something that I know a lot of teams they definitely struggle with. I mean, I've seen some teams where all of a sudden, 10 people walk out the door. Well,
Yeah.
something's not right. And I think the biggest thing there is people feel like they're not being heard. Um,
Hmm.
we implement this one thing where, you can do it quarterly, you can do it every 6 months, but it's getting feedback from the overall team. Like, what can we, what should we keep doing, stop doing, start doing, and what personally are they going to do to help with the end goal of the team and support the team.
Right.
So getting that type of feedback is huge, but also just that open door policy, is very, very important. At any point, any of our team members can call me directly, can text me, can come into my office. They need to feel like they are important.
Hmm.
They're needed on the team, they're being heard. Even if we don't agree with what they're suggesting, they're being heard.
Yep.
And then also, that retention, it goes back to the culture and just the overall environment. The team or the company needs to be a place where people enjoy coming into the office. They love being around each other. I love it when I see just some of our team members randomly are out to dinner tonight, just on their,
Right.
because their best of friends have are now in the team, and that's just amazing. So, retention is, I would say retention is, okay, you've helped the individual to hit their goals, whatever those are.
Hmm.
Create an environment that they feel welcome and they feel needed and wanted. And then the last thing, of course, is like I mentioned, being heard.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, and that seems simple, but it has to be purposeful.
Mhm. Yeah.
It really does, and that's one of that is one of the challenges I certainly struggle with it because I am go 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 go,
Me too.
very very hard charging. Yes, you are, and I forget to, hey, you know what? I need to clap and applaud and thank and cheer for everybody as we're going along.
We do something so simple but called care calls. And so the leadership team, between the three of us, we rotate, and every other week we have our group of people that we're calling, and they are calls to say, how are you personally doing? Don't even talk about real estate. How are you doing?
Mm,
Something so simple like that. Or we have our Deets on Peeps sheet that, they fill out whenever they join our team. It's all about, their favorites and randomly surprising them, because they
right.
did an amazing job or we're thinking of you. And it just shows up in their folder or their locker. So just those surprises to show that they are important, because not everyone also is money driven.
That's right.
And just the acknowledgement is huge. Acknowledgement on social media is huge. Just the surprise acknowledgments. So just really loving on your people, like they are your family, because they are, like,
Yeah.
that's going to keep them around.
No, it's so true. Yeah. I mean, and that's if you guys didn't get anything out of any of the real estate speed school podcast, that little share right there, the care call, that's gold
Yeah.
because that's
Stole that, guys. We didn't make that up.
yeah,
Someone
well,
got it. We're like, that's great. We'll implement that as well.
it's
It works.
fantastic.
It's amazing though when we make those calls. They will say, we make them to the whole entire team, not just our agents. Thank you so much for calling me. Like, that means a lot. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
mhm.
I mean, and there's just that opens up opportunities that where, maybe they don't want to share that in the office environment and taking it out of the office. You catch them at home, you catch them at a good time.
We learn so much about what's going on in their lives, what struggles they're dealing with, because they want someone to open up to, and
Hmm.
it's we always talk about it's a safe zone here, and what you're sharing with me, it's only between you and I. Like, let's talk, let's dig deeper, like what's happening, then, and how can I be of help? Is there something that I can help out with?
Right. Yeah. No, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. So we've created this amazing real estate team. It is just a rocket ship, and of course, sometimes you build the plane as you're flying it, right? That happens as well.
Yeah.
But I also have seen this and definitely seen it in your business, but a lot of teams across the country. We create this amazing environment, and then these other things start to show up, which are some more amazing opportunities, right? These
Yeah,
ancillary businesses that get created, and um, so it can be just selling homes and serving clients,
sure.
but a lot of times there's other opportunities and doors that open.
Yeah, yeah, most definitely. Mine's always racing. I know, like yours is, and it's real estate and the sales part of it, of course, is our bread and butter. But within real estate, there's so many other services that are needed by the client, and so
Mhm.
why can't we service the client with those items as well? So, for example, like we've partnered and we have a title company.
Mhm.
Um, you know, when you purchase a home in North Carolina here, everyone they need title insurance. So it's a
That's right.
must. So why not take advantage of that? We have an insurance company. If you are getting financing, it's a requirement. You have homeowners insurance. If you're paying cash, you should still get homeowners insurance, which then leads down the direction of let's talk about auto. Let's talk about, jewelry. There's commercial. There's so many different types of insurances. So we have that
Right.
platform running as well. Um, we then also, and I just drew a blank of what other companies we have. At the moment, we do not have a mortgage company. For us, and just looking at our numbers and our preferred partners and whatnot, mortgage hasn't made sense for us. Um, is that so bad that I know we have another company? Oh, I know, property management. We're in the worst
Yes.
spot that up right now. I'm like, there's something else out there.
No,
Yeah, we're actually this week or next. Actually, we are 100% launching our property management division.
nice.
Is there? It's amazing. First of all, how many investors we service that need a property management company to, just handle their property and find a tenant and just manage it. But we just also get calls after calls of, hey, do you guys work in property management? So we've been referring that business out, so we might as well take advantage of that.
Yeah.
And then, those investor clients and those owners that we are managing the properties for them, eventually a lot of them will want to sell or they'll buy again. So we want a way for them then to come back to us instead of those clients being lost. So that's another division, ancillary business that, we're launching right now.
Yeah, that's excellent. And when people, they've experienced you in a positive light in the purchase of their home, or maybe the purchase of their investment property. So why wouldn't you want to share another amazing business service with them?
And it makes it easy for them. We right now, we're probably at about an 85% capture rate on our insurance business. So, because anyone who closes, or not closes, I'm sorry, goes under contract with our team on the buy side, we make a connection between our insurance producer and, of course, the client and just says, hey, like, please give them a quote for this address. The quotes, sent out
Right.
really fast within 24 hours. And it, honestly, the rates and with a company that we have a franchise with beats out most. And they're like, okay, great. They're not even needing to think about it. So we're actually helping them with, hey, we'll take care of this for you. We'll take care of this for you. You need this, we got it. So it's smart as far as from a business mindset. Yes, there's other, ways of, creating like, revenue and streams of income, but we're helping the client.
That's right. Yeah. Well, and you're already touching it. You're going to be involved in that
Oh, yeah.
more than likely, whether it's your company or XYZ.
Yep.
But at least if it's your company, you can control the standard.
Sure.
You
Sure.
know,
Yeah.
and it's yeah. So as you grow your real estate business company team, whatever it is, look at these things. Look at all the things in which we are involved with. But man, how many times does the client seek our advice? So why not create the best
Sure.
in all these little, these other services and ancillary businesses? So, well, if you are watching here and you ever need somebody in the Raleigh, North Carolina area, this is your go-to. And just hit the website, and I have no doubt inside salespeople are going to take very, very good care of them. You've got a client care team, the operations side. So it's a well-oiled machine in Raleigh, North Carolina, that is for sure.
Thank you.
And yeah, so if you guys are in that market, and Angie also is a coach, and so I'm sure she has a waiting list, but things change and spots open up in that as well. And so, if you need to be, if you need some help and you're stuck, she is someone that definitely can get you unstuck. And if she personally can't, I promise you, she knows the right people that can. No
Exactly.
doubt about it. So, all right, everybody. Appreciate your time today. Real Estate Speed School. We're going to sign out. Until next time, be legendary. We will see you then.